Exercise 2.1, first question. Find all positive integers which when divided by 3 leaves remainder 2. So by Euclid's division lemma, we have a is equal to bq plus r. So they are saying you are dividing the positive integer by 3. So b value is 3 and you get a remainder to be 2. So r is equal to 2. So substitute b is equal to 3 and r is equal to 2 in your Euclid's division lemma, that is a is equal to bq plus r. So when you substitute there, you will get a is equal to 3q plus 2. So substitute q values to be 0, 1, 2 and so on and find a value. So when you substitute q is equal to 0, you get a is equal to 3 into 0 plus 2. So when you multiply, you will get 0 plus 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. And when you substitute q is equal to 1, you will get a is equal to 3 into 1 plus 2. So 3 multiplied by 1, you will get 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So similarly, if you substitute q is equal to 2, you will get a is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2, that is 6 plus 2, 8. Therefore, the positive integers which when divided by 3 leaves remainder 2 are 2, 5, 8 and so on. Second question, a man has 532 flower pots. He wants to arrange them in rows such that each row contains 21 flower pots. So find the number of completed rows and how many flower pots are left over. So in total he has 532 and each row he has to keep only 21. So here a value is 532 and b value is 21. So using Euclid's division lemma, we get, so a is equal to bq plus r. So a value is 532 and b value is 21 into, so when you divide and check, you will get quotient to be 25 and you will get remainder 7. So from this you can say that, so 21 pots you can keep in 25 rows and 7 will be left over. So therefore number of completed rows is nothing but 25. Then number of flower pots left over is equal to 7. Third question, prove that the product of two consecutive positive integers is divisible by 2. So let us assume n minus 1 and n be the two consecutive positive integers. So we need to show that their product is divisible by 2. So let us find the products of these numbers, that is n minus 1 into n. So when you multiply, you will get n into n square minus 1 into n. So any positive integer can be of the form 2q or 2q plus 1. That is, it can be a odd number or it can be a even number. So we know that positive integers can be of the form 2q or 2q plus 1. So we have two cases here. The first case when n is equal to 2q, that is when n value is even number. Second case is 2q plus 1, that is n value is odd number. So case 1, when n is equal to 2q, n square minus n is equal to, in the place of n, replace by 2q. So you will get 2q square minus 2q. So 2q the whole square will get 4q square minus 2q. So in this 2q is common, so take it out. So when you take 2q outside, you'll get 2q minus 1, which is equal to 2r. So I have taken r is equal to q into 2q minus 1. So you got n square minus n value to be 2r. From this you can say that n square minus n is divisible by 2, because you got a value which is a multiple of 2. So if it is a multiple of 2, it's obvious that the term will be divisible by 2. So therefore n square minus n is divisible by 2. So second case, when n is equal to 2q plus 1. So n square minus n is equal to, in the place of n, replace by 2q plus 1. So if you look at these two terms, you can say that 2q plus 1 is common. So take it out. When you take it out, we will be left with 2q plus 1 minus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. So 2q plus 1 into 2q. So which is equal to 2r, where r is equal to q into 2q plus 1. So you got n square minus n value to be 2r. So 2r is nothing but it's a multiple of 2. So from this you can say that n square minus n is divisible by 2. Hence n square minus n is divisible by 2 for every positive integer n. Hence proved.